Today you will learn about their childhood, the area they explored, the places they took over, and their maps and navigation. First, you will learn about Hernando's childhood. He was born in Extremadura, Spain, and in either 1496 or 1500, no one knows the exact date or year, and he rode horses, played sports, and he became a very skilled hunter. He became an explorer, and he was influenced by three men of his talent. Next, you will learn about the area explored by Hernando DeSoto. He explored western Florida and the Tallahassee area. He explored the Mississippi River and all the other southeastern states. He explored Nicaragua, South America, and he sailed the Atlantic Ocean. Places taken over by Hernando DeSoto. He at some point took over Cuba, and he was in Havana, and he was the governor of Cuba. In Florida, he conquered some of the Inca Empire in Florida and the Inca Empire in Cuba. And the navigation and maps used by Hernando DeSoto was his artifact was the astrolabe, and which was used to find out where they were and the time and it pointed at the sun. The magnetic compass was another artifact he used, and it was used to find out which direction they were going. This is a map this is a route of his journey in North America and And next, you will learn about Álvaro Nanés Cabeza de Vaca's childhood. He was born in Jerez de la Frontera. He was born in 1500. He wanted to be a conquistador, and he wanted to be an explorer, and he wanted wealth. The area explored by Álvaro Nanés Cabeza de Vaca. He explored western Florida and the Tampa area, and he made a settlement there. In Cuba, he also made a settlement, and he went there because of the expedition, as an expedition from the King of Spain. And he went to the Nanés expedition. Next, you will learn about the places taken over by Álvaro Nanés Cabeza de Vaca. He took over western Florida, and he took over many Native Americans, and he wanted to find gold, and he made a new government. In Cuba, he conquered the Incas, and maps used by Álvaro Nanés Cabeza de Vaca. He used the magnetic compass and the astrolabe, like Hernando DeSoto. Here's the route of his journey. This is a magnetic compass, and this is the astrolabe. Next, you will learn about Esteban's childhood. He was born in Azinmors, Morocco, in 1503. He had many nicknames, such as Estebanilo, Estebanico, Lil Stefan, and Esteban de Dorantes. He got the last nickname because he was a slave to Dorantes, and that name means Esteban of the Dorantes, meaning he belonged to him. He was converted to Christian religion in 1513. He only went on one expedition, which was the Narvaez expedition. And the Narvaez expedition started in Florida. It included Esteban and Dorantes, and because this is important because he didn't go on it by himself. Dorantes went on the expedition, and since he was his slave, he had to go with him. The expedition started in 1527. When this started, he was in his mid to late 20s. In the next, you'll learn about the middle of the Narvaez expedition. After the expedition collapsed, and because they were captured and killed by the Native Americans, but eventually they were released, only 4 people survived: Esteban, Dorantes, Cabeza de Vaca, and Captain Alonso. The expedition continued in 1534 after being released. After the expedition continued, he was equal among them. He wasn't considered a slave, and he quickly learned new Native American dialect, so he could easily gain trust. from the native navigation and maps used by Esteban. He used the same astrolabe and magnetic compass like the other two, and his journey was here. It went like this. He was at Mexico, and then he went at Cibola. Today, we learned about the three explorers. We learned that some of them explored the same place. They all had dreams. They had a childhood. You learned about their childhood, their navigation and maps, their area they explored, and the places taken over. Here's our bibliography.